Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. My name is NABILAH, the CEO of Telekom Malaysia Berhad. First, I would like to welcome all board members to the TM Annual Grant Meeting 2021. Our financial manager, which is Ms. Izzati and Ms. HANISAH, also present in our meeting today. Ms. SYAHIRAH is our representative shareholder from Hazanah Nasional Berhad and Ms. ASIYAH representative shareholder from Amanah Raya, also Ms. Fakira as RHB Bank representative. Alright, let me start with our company background. Telekom Malaysia Berhad is the national provider of connectivity and digital infrastructure and the leading integrated telecom provider in Malaysia, offering a comprehensive suite of communication services and solutions in fixed such as telephony and broadband, mobility, content, Wi-Fi, ICT, cloud and smart services. The goals for TM is to be at the forefront of each nation's development of telecommunications technology, growing domestic broadband access and reducing the digital gap. Also, produce additional business and income prospects. The objective of our meeting is to receive and consider the financial report of Telekom Malaysia Berhad and to apply for a loan in RHB Bank to invest in our project, which is Autonomous Network Project. Okay, before we start our meeting, if Ms. SYAHIRAH and Ms. ASIYAH have any questions or comments relating to these items, pleasure to ask after our meeting. Thank you in advance. Let's proceed to our main objective of the meeting, shall we? The reports are open discussion. Ms. Izzati and Ms. HANISAH, may you start your analysis now?
Thank you, Ms. CEO, Ms. Nabilah. Now, I will explain more about the statement of the financial position for the company in 2 years between 2020 and 2019. The total equity have increased, which is RM 6,493.3 million in 2020 compared to 2019, which is RM 6,334.5 million. Meanwhile, for non-current liabilities, it shows decreasing in 2020, which is RM 10,564.7 million compared to 2000, which is RM 11,007.3 million. For total non-current asset, it shows increasing in 2020, which is RM 16,231.7 million compared to 2019, which is RM 15,880.6 million. Next, total current assets in 2020, the company gained RM 6,491.4 million, less than 2019, which is RM 7,773.5 million. For current liabilities, it shows increasing in 2020, which is RM 5,665.1 million compared to 2019, which is RM 5,616.4 million.
Okay, thank you to our Miss CEO. I am Nurhanisa binti ABDULLAH as the financial manager too. I will explain about comprehensive income or the statements of comprehensive income. So for the profit for the financial year, there is increasing in 2020, which is 774.5 million compared to 2019, which is 644.7 million. So the total comprehensive income for the financial year in 2020, there is 760.7 million compared to 2019, 657.1 million.
Okay, thank you for the statement. Can we proceed with the ratio analysis?
Yes, sure, Ms. CEO. So now I will start with the liquidity ratio. In liquidity ratio, it consists current ratio, quick ratio, and net working capital. For the current ratio, there is only 0.05 times difference between 2020 and 2019, which is in 2020, the value is 1.28 times, and in 2019, it is 1.33 times. This shows that the company able to pay its own current liabilities. For quick ratio, in 2020, it shows decreasing, which is the company able to pay 1.21 times less than 2019, which is 1.31 times. For net working capital, in 2020, the company gained RM 1,633.10 million, more than 2019, which is RM 1,204.7 million. Next, I will proceed to asset management ratios that consists inventory ratio turnover, fixed asset turnover, total asset turnover, account receivable turnover, and average collection period. For inventory ratio turnover, it shows an increasing in 2020, which is 25.89 times compared to 2019, which is 23.59 times. For fixed asset turnover, in 2019, the fixed asset turnover is 0.69, which is less than 2020, which is 0.75 times. This shows that our company fixed assets are more efficient. For total asset turnover, there is only 0.0 times difference between 2020 and 2019, which is in 2020, the value is 0.43 and 2019 is 0.47. For account receivable turnover, in 2020, it shows increasing, which is 4.14 times compared to 2019, which is 3.97 times. For average collection period, in 2020, the company managed to collect receivable in 100 days, compared to 2019, which is the company only managed to collect in 106 days.
Alright, now I will explain about profitability ratio. There are 5 types of profitability ratio, which is gross profit margin, operating profit margin, net profit margin, return on total assets, and also return on common equity. Okay, for the first one, it is a gross profit margin. Based on the graph, the company earns 75.70% profit on every ringgit on sales less than in 2020, which is earned 76.24% profits of sales. Then, operating profit margin, which is OPM, in 2019, the company generates 16.9% of operating income, while the company generates 13.20% of operating income in 2020. Okay, moving next, which is net profit margin, also known as NPM. The company generates 5.53% of net income from every ringgit of sales in 2019, but in 2020, the company generates 9.37% of net income from every ringgit sales, which is higher than 2020. Okay, for the return on total assets, which is ROA, the company only earned for 2.47% big average total asset from net income during 2019. But in 2020, the company earned 4.3% big average total asset from net income, which is higher than 2019. And the last one of the profitability ratio, which is return on common equity, the company generates 8.5% of net income from every ringgit of common stock invested from 2019. And then high return in 2020, which is 14.26% of net income, has been generated from every ringgit of common stock invested. So I think that's all about analysis ratio.
Alright, thank you for the analysis, Ms. Izzati and Ms. Hanisah. So, Ms. Fakhira, what is your opinion based on the ratio presented just now? Does it fulfill your requirements to applying for loans?
Alright, okay. Thank you to Ms. CEO NURIN for asking. So hello everyone. As you know, I am a representative from RHB Bank. In general, we all know that leverage has a profound effect on the decision to finance its investment debt and measure the extent which a company uses in debt in financing asset and ensuring that financial risk is always low. After I had reviewed every details this company financial statement, as we can see in the leverage ratio, I can easily spot that Telekom Malaysia, your company, is having a low debt ratio, which is in the year 2019, the total percentage at 44.40%, while in 2020 recorded a percentage decrease as much as 11.40%, which make the total of debt ratio for 2020 is 33.26%. This shows that your company has the lowest debt in financing the asset, which is better for your company. So for the next one is debt equity ratio. We can see that on 2019 is higher than 2020. In 2019, the total percentage recorded at 1.45% compared to 1.34% in 2020. This shows that the total percentage decreased by 0.11%. In debt equity ratio concept, it states that the lower the percentage are better. The decrease in equity ratio in the year 2020 means that your company is lower risk. So moving to the last one, which is the time interest earned, for 2020 is 2.96 times compared to the previous year, 2.42 times in 2019. I can see that the current year is slightly better than the previous year. So overall, Telekom Malaysia has more time to service their interest payment to their credit, and they have an ability to repay the loan on time.
Oh, I see. Well, now I'm so happy with your answer, Ms. Fakhira. In fact, I do want this project to be success with no time waste. How about you, Ms. Syahirah and Ms. ASIYAH? Do you approve of these overall items?
Okay, thank you to Ms. CEO NURIN and thank you for the explanations, Ms. Izzati, Ms. Hanisah and Ms. Fakhira. I think this statement of profit and loss of the 2020, there was a significant rise over the last year 2019. I also believe that with the improvement and performance presented, I agree with the entire statement state, and I am from Khazanah Nasional Berhad. We invest in this company again for this project. How about your opinion, Ms. ASIYAH?
Alright, firstly, I want to thanks to CEO Ms. NABILAH. If you ask me, Ms. Syahirah, about my opinion, I think I still want to invest in this Telekom Malaysia Berhad company because the company has shown excellent performance in the last 2 years between 2019 and 2020. But I do not plan to focus on making investment in the longer term, because the performance of a company sometimes increase and decrease. Also that, I hope this project can bring profit to this company and not just to the detriment of the parties involved in the loan money. Last but not least, I hope that this company continue to grow success by creating projects that can possibly lead to a better performance for a longer period of time.
Okay, good. Thank you for your thought, Ms. Syahirah and Ms. ASIYAH. Well then, I'll make sure this project goes well and worth it in terms of profit for upcoming years. Ms. Izzati, you can conduct the loan process by arranging a meeting with Ms. Fakhira. Ms. SYAHIRAH and Ms. ASIYAH, thank you for your approval. We will not let you down. It seems that we can end our annual meeting for today. Thank you for your time and commitment. Have a nice day, everyone.